don't she? On top of that, she good for me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 16.
To throw is Jackson.
The looking deep here for Flowers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Give to Pierce.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Dameon Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Ravens nothing.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hand off left side, Pierce.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Burrow will throw. That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Dameon Pierce
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Flowers. Down the right sideline. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll go right back to Pierce to about the 35, second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 1, ready?
Second down and 8.
11, Thomas. Back.
Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hey, Chuck. Hey, report.
And Jackson throwing once more. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yo.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TD. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Go.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Middle.
Jackson will throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
17 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
13.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
16 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Xander Horvath, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least.
And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try the left side. Overstreet. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Brings up second and 2.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hey, 13.
Now it's Jackson. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Overstreet. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey.
Jackson now.
Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Here's Jackson. He's into space past the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that gets them back within 10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed. That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Get set. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's back. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Well, found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
I'm wondering.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
17 yards. And the Bengal first down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'll work with four receivers here on third down and long.
Jackson. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
46, Ravens 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Now Jackson.
Able to find the open man.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 4.
Now Lamar changing the look. On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
One last shot for Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can...
Can I talk my... Come on. That other side. The Oakley way. Hey. C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else because I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back.